We want to say shout outs to our sponsors, Watchman Cigars, 1812 Barbecue, Blue Collar Cycle Shop, and Hook, Line, and Heroes. Without you, this episode would not be possible. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a brand new episode of the Southern Fried Philosophy Podcast, where it's our take on life, liberty, and the pursuit of gravy, and you, the listener, are getting a degree in common sense. We are broadcasting from the Blue Collar Cycle Studio right here in beautiful Concord, North Carolina. We've got a great show lined up for you, as always. But before we begin, let me introduce you to the starting lineup. To my left, your right on the radio dial, it's producer Brian.
Hey, guys.
I'll be your host, Biggin, and how about you? And to my right across the way is the pride of Anderson, South Carolina. But most of you probably know him best as the Silver Tongue one, 2020's Motorcycle Salesman of the Year, the inventor of the Redneck Egg Roll. Give it up on old mic number one. It's Mojo!
TikTok and don't stop.
I was just thinking about that last week.
Do you remember that?
Yes. Color Me Bad.
Don't stop. Yeah, because they had the one of the greatest Valentine's song ever. I want to sex you up.
I mean, if that doesn't, oh,
that says it all, right?
It's okay. We're by the way, we have a new cat here today.
Yeah.
Would you like to introduce him?
We have Ryan Ray. Is that right?
Yeah, you got it right.
Ryan Ray, the Magic Man.
There. Yeah, and he is going to be in studio with us here. We're going to try to get this thing lined up so that we can have video.
Yeah.
With this,
that's pretty cool.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it.
Ryan,
awesome.
Remember Talladega Nights? We'll call Ryan the Magic Man.
Oh, yeah.
And your
now you see me, now you don't.
Your catchphrase has got to be abracadabra.
All right, so we got Magic Man. Are we going to officially vote for that?
El Diablo.
I'll do it.
Magic Man?
It's
okay.
like
greeting podcast. Greeting podcast listeners.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, let it be said, let it be done. We have Magic Man.
So we're
behind the video.
That's right. So we're all basically the same generation, right? I think so. I mean, Ryan, unless you're a millennial. But so when someone says the word stop, what's the first?
Hammer time.
See, I think of collaborate and listen. So I think I have a theory. There's two schools of thought in our generation. You'll either think stop hammer time or stop collaborate and listen.
But they both came from the same time.
Yeah. Within 3 years. Yeah,
Hammer was first, though.
Really?
So hammer was first.
Yeah.
Hammer don't hurt me.
Please, Hammer don't hurt him.
Generation would be love.
You really should have gotten my mic.
Well, no one told me, so
Oh.
We'll keep swinging it around.
Magic Man, there will be a mic for you next week.
Now you see me, now you don't. Now you hear me, now you don't.
Now you don't.
Hey, guys, we appreciate you tuning in as you do every week. You can follow us on the Facebooks at Southern Fried Philosophy, our website, which is now new and improved.
Dun, dun, dun!
For your viewing pleasure and listening pleasure. You can go there at southernfriedphilosophy.com. Webmerized did a great job. Biggin did a great job of, I guess, telling him what he wanted.
Basically,
okay.
I said I want it cleaner, easier, crisper.
Yeah,
I should probably go look at it sometime
like I'm
soon.
eating.
Yeah. Well, it looks good, and appreciate you guys working on it. Yeah, but it looks good though. I saw it on the mobile and also the web desk or desk version or whatever. So you can go there, check out our podcast. There has our already playable links. It also has our show notes, our sponsors, a little bit about us. Not too much information because we want to hide our anonymity.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say that right?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, hide your anonymity.
Wow, I don't know if it was an anommy, but anyway,
anonymity.
You can also find us on the Instagrams and Twitters at SFP Radio. Wherever you listen to your podcast, just go there, hit subscribe, give us a like, a rating, a review. That's how we move up in the old algorithms. We appreciate all the new listeners we've gained.
Mm-hmm.
Also, our new Facebook followers. It's kind of nice to see us over 1,000 likes now. I know.
Dun, dun, dun!
I know that's not really a huge thing as far as podcast world, but I like to have it just to interact.
Yeah, and thank you. I appreciate that. That was right in my ear. No, it's great. You see a lot of podcasts, and they don't have nearly as many as 1,000. So thank you to
all
of our likers.
1,000 likes, right?
1,118.
If just each one of those likes would hit subscribe, or half of them, just hit subscribe.
Right.
You already like.
Yeah.
What's not to like if you're not subscribed?
Yeah, just pretend to listen to the show.
Yeah,
if we
just
hit those guys,
listen to like the music at the beginning,
right,
and then turn it off. That's all.
At least a solid 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I think the algorithm now for Netflix about, watch how much you watch is 10 seconds. You watch 10 seconds of it, you get it.
Yeah, that counts as participation, right? If you're there 10 seconds, right? I get it.
I want to say hello to our listeners from Sacramento, Salt Lake, San Angelo? Yes. San Diego, San Francisco, Santa Barbara, Savannah, Seattle, Shreveport, South Bend, Springfield, St. Louis, and Syracuse.
By the way, it's San Diego.
Oh, Spanish for...
Stay classy.
Yeah.
Yep. So this episode brought to you by the letter S. I'm going to ask you like I ask you every week, Mojo, how you be doing?
I'm great. I'm alive.
Dude.
Simple. My benchmarks for like quality is kind of pretty much, I've lowered it. So my standard for like a great day is like I woke up.
Okay.
That's a good day.
So every day's a good day.
I think,
maybe.
Yeah. Every day that I'm breathing is a good day. Yeah. That's right.
But could it roll downhill after that? Like you woke up like, this is great. And then
here's the
turned
thing.
to crap.
Well, but even that is opportunities to fix it, because if you didn't wake up, you wouldn't have the opportunity to fix those problems.
That is true.
So those problems would negate themselves. But I think problems can be opportunities. I know that sounds like a Zig Ziglar tagline or something like that, but I think they can be.
Can we get that on a shirt? Did you come up with that?
I don't know.
Man.
It probably sounds like one of those things, seminars I sat back in during the early 2000s in the restaurant industry. It's probably like one of those.
Did you have to go to a lot of those?
We did. And then I remember when my first job was a grocery bagger at Winn-Dixie.
Okay.
And they actually had to sit down in the office that was probably like a 2x2 area and watch a VHS of how to bag groceries.
Oh, wow.
And also customer service. And that was probably one of their taglines. Every problem's an opportunity.
Oh, no. I put in the eggs with, a brick.
That's a forgotten skill. That's how to bag groceries.
Well, now, now with the plastic bags, they don't have to have a skill.
I hate it. I hate the plastic.
I always tell them paper.
Don't put my rotisserie chicken with the ground meat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's
cooked and raw. Yeah. Well, I mean,
and
restaurants get cited for that.
And dry and wet. Oh, yeah. Just see that.
Then you go to Trader Joe's and you have to bag your own.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Like, I don't have the skills for this. Y'all.
Which is kind of ironic because Trader Joe's pays their people really well.
Right.
But you end up having to bag it.
Right. It's like going to the melting pot where you have to cook your own food. Like, I don't like that. I'm paying you guys to bring me raw food. No, I don't like that.
Yeah. There's actually a couple of steakhouses out west, in the Midwest and West. Actually, you cook your steak.
Would you do that?
No.
Absolutely.
I'll stay home and cook.
Right. I might as well just stay here. That's
ridiculous. What are they going to do? Ask me next to go out there and wash dishes next?
Right.
That's a treat. You ever go to a Korean barbecue? That's the whole point, is you make your own.
Well, that's a little different. That's an experience, But I'm talking like you'll have a steakhouse and you go out there and you cook your steak. And if you don't
go like shoot the cow in the head too first,
we might have to butcher it. I guess I don't know.
Now listen, I would do some dishes for a free dessert. I would do that.
I'd wait on tables.
You have to make
it
yourself, right? You're gonna go back there and like make your own cheesecake.
Ooh.
No, I wouldn't.
That'd be like, what's the normal size cut?
Yeah, but if I could go in the back and like do some dishes, and then like, all right, you've done enough dishes to give yourself a cheesecake. Be like, all right, let's roll. I do that.
But you're taking a job away from some lonely dishwasher.
That's all right. He's only getting paid $15 an hour. No big deal. Mr. Bright, how you been doing?
Oh, I'm good. It's been a busy week. I think everyone's having a week this week.
Everybody's having a week. You're right.
So I stumbled upon something on the internet a couple weeks ago, but I mean to talk to you guys about.
Are we allowed to talk about this on a family show?
Well, if you have kids at home, you should probably do the earmuffs now.
Okay.
It's a YouTube channel, so it's going to be bad for everybody.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Anyway, I'm just kidding. So I like history and I like cooking.
Mm-hmm.
So I found this YouTube channel. It's 18th century cooking.
Oh, wow.
Have you seen this?
No, but I've actually had to cook themed dinners with that.
Yeah.
And it's just interesting.
I don't know.
Style.
YouTube just knows how to give me things sometimes. Like it just hands me. and it's like, the little feet on the side. You might be interested in this.
But
oh,
see,
well, yes, I am interested.
I do that.
Thank you.
I do that, and all of a sudden I end up with a video that says honey badger describes gay animals.
Yeah, I watched that. Thank you. I did watch the whole thing. Anyway, this guy dresses in like period appropriate clothing and uses the tools of the time. Like he reads like out of these English cookbooks, and it's the nerdiest thing in the world. Okay, if you're a food nerd, it's for you. If you like history, like it just looks, I don't know, it's fantastic.
No, I think
it's entertaining.
Yeah, but it's kind of cool though. It's irritating but cool though, because for example, you can actually watch people actually cook like the Hindenburg or the Titanic's last meal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
and they'll prepare it the same way, or
Okay.
or Hindenburg, the last meal in Hindenburg before it blew up. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But because it's stuff we don't eat now. It's stuff that's kind of out of favor with culture.
Like what?
Like, well,
what,
this one recipe, the thing that kind of like made me click on it was called coffee eggs.
Wait, coffee eggs?
Yeah, and the guy that was making the video, his name's Townsend. This is Townsend's.
Of course it's
I'll
a
put a link in.
Townsend.
That's the guy's
Yeah.
name, whatever that
Of course
means.
it is.
He's a little boring. He reminds me of some actor, but it still sucks me in just because of what he's making. But he's going, so you read the name of this recipe,
Mhm.
and you really don't know what you're going to get at the end. But basically, it's like coffee, sugar, and eggs. It's like a little, almost like pudding.
Like a custard.
Like a custard, yeah.
Oh.
That's what it ends up being, like a sweet coffee custard. But they just call it coffee eggs. And when you hear that name, you go,
Well, it's just like
no thanks.
That's just
right?
like the old soda counters. You had an egg cream. Well, it's not really an egg cream, but
Yeah.
it doesn't sound appealing.
It's a name thing, yeah.
Yeah.
And so but he made these in like these little molds, like by a fireplace, using like cast iron stuff, no modern tools at all.
Wow.
It's just, I don't know, it's fascinating from a...
And also cooking back then too was not, I mean, obviously you have to eat for nourishment, but it was an all day activity.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you started in the morning preparing dinner.
Yeah, anyone that's like built a fire and tried to cook over a fire, it's not a... Yeah, you get a fire started in 15 minutes.
Very temperamental.
You're not cooking on that fire in 15 minutes. It's going to take 2 hours.
Speaking of this old English meals that you're doing, I'm a podcast nerd. So anyone out there looking for a podcast, I would try, there's a podcast I just discovered called The History of English.
Okay.
Now, it is...
Like the language?
Yeah. And I did not think I was going to be interested in this this podcast, but it actually starts back. You got to start back. It's been going on for 8 years now.
8
Yeah,
years?
so you got to go back
Nice.
to 2012 when
How many
it first started.
episodes do they have?
I don't know. It's like 100 something.
Wow.
But so
That's
you start
slow.
back at one. It actually talks about how.
Slackers.
Here's the cool thing about it. It talks about how the reason why we say certain phrases
Okay.
and words,
All right.
and it's where our words come from, and how
I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting, and like the later episodes, which I haven't gotten into, we'll talk about phrases and like why do we say I could care less versus I could not care less.
You're right.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. It should be I could not care less.
Right. So I think those are I don't know. It's just an interesting. I'm like on episode, I think 13 or 14, and it's just pretty interesting how language kind of got started. And the English, I'll only spoiler I'll give you is that English. There's actually has some roots back to Sanskrit, which is one of the oldest languages. So I thought that was kind of cool.
I thought Sanskrit was a font you can get on Microsoft Word.
Probably.
Is that not it?
Probably. Next to New Times Roman.
Comic Sans.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Or Wingdings.
Yeah. You mentioned YouTube videos, and I just got done watching the first episode of Don't F with Cats on Netflix. Have you?
Good show.
No, that
Or
has
just
not.
the title makes you
That
laugh.
hasn't showed up in my recommended viewing yet.
So it's like it freaks me out. Like I'm on episode 1. It's a 3-part series,
Right.
But it starts off with a guy, and I was like, I don't even know what this is about. I've just heard good things about it. But a guy is killing a cat on the internet,
I like it. But
and what they were saying was like, you don't mess with people with cats. That's rule 0 on the internet. You don't mess with cats.
cats are evil creatures and vindictive.
No,
right?
I 100% agree with you.
I don't like cats. I guess it hasn't been.
People go like watch cat videos all the time. I mean, that's a
Sure.
cultural thing.
Yeah.
So somebody's messing with a cat, and it spins off, and they try to do investigation on the videos and pulling up screenshots and everything else. And now it gets to the point, no spoiler alert, well, it probably is, but like he's a serial killer.
The cat is a serial killer?
Oh, that would be even better. But I think the guy is going to turn out to be a serial killer. You've watched it. Mm-hmm. You're looking at me weird, like you're totally way off.
I'm not saying anything. Okay. But I just thought the event. I think as we get further into the future, as we progress in time, I think you're going to see a lot more of what happened in this show is what they call crowdsourcing investigation. Like,
oh no,
yeah, because NASA will actually say, we're going to crowdsource like photos of Mars or the moon.
It's going to be Wikipedia everything, basically, right?
Well, but some of the greatest discoveries have come from citizen journalists or citizen people that may not have a specialty in that area, but they
got time on their hands.
Sasquatch,
but
UFOs.
and that's what happened is this on this Don't F with Cats. These internet sleuths kind of just they like took measurements of the room via this and like figured out that this outlet was made in this certain area of the world, and I mean it's pretty.
Yeah.
All I know is I'm not going to videotape myself if I'm doing any criminal activity.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
They'll find me in a heartbeat. Yeah.
So speaking of cats, while we're chasing rabbits here, I found an article on my show a few weeks ago about the world's worst cat. Well, they follow up on the thing. The cat got adopted, whatever. It was the worst cat in the world, but the cat's previous owner, was found dead in her house.
Yeah, because the cat killed her.
Because the cat, right?
Yes.
You jumped to the same conclusion.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Listen, I have a rule in my house that I will never own an animal that if it gets a wild hair, it'll kill me. So, therefore, like big dogs, never going to be in my house. Snakes, nope. And then we go to cat.
Honey badgers.
Honey badgers.
Is that a thing?
Yes, they can. But then
goldfish.
Cats will steal your soul. I've seen it in the movie Cat's Eyes in the late 80s. The cat sits on top and starts to suck the little kid's soul out. Yeah, no, that's real.
I believe it.
Yeah. So I will never own anything that can kill me. If at some point my dog says, I'm tired of this, I'm going to do my own thing and try to go for the jugular, like, Lola's small enough. I'll just throw her
She's
across.
not jumping up that high.
Yeah, no, she's not. That's why she's a small dog, and that's why she's in my household. Never will I own an animal that can kill me. We talk a lot about stuff here on the show, just about what burns our biscuits and what makes us mad. I just wanted to, I put on my notes of how I be doing is, I had a God moment this past week. I'm not going to get too much into the details and the weeds of that, but you guys have kids. You guys know what it's like. And could you imagine just for a moment that somebody's coming after your kid and taking them away and you're never going to see them again? All right. I wasn't in that situation, just was going through that mental exercise.
Sure.
That, and that happens with foster kids, right? Like, they could be gone, they could come in, they could, that kind of stuff. And so in my head, like I'm like going through this weird place of losing these kids and like I'm weeping at my desk and for a brief second, I was like, God, is this what it's like when we leave you? Like when we run away from you and we disconnect from you and you want to have a relationship with us so bad that you just weep and you want to connect, but you can't. And is this what it's like when we run away? And very few times in my life do I ever feel like I get an auditory response from God. There's been like a few times where I was like, oh, that was definitely God. But I heard him this week where he's like, yes, this is what it feels like. And my heart was just broke.
Wow.
And then there's the worship song, Reckless Love. And, where it says like, he'll light up any lie, he'll kick down any wall and all this stuff. And guys, I was there. Like, I really felt like I could just go hog wild and just like crush anybody trying to get my kid, And so, if you're out there and you just don't feel like that you've gone so far away from a relationship with God that you can't get there, let me just tell you, just from my experience this week, God is is madly chasing after you, but he's waiting for you to come home. So there's a little bit of work that you need to do, but he is right there waiting to bring you back in open arms. So I don't know if anybody needs to hear that, but this week that really kind of hit me between the eyes of just how passionate God's love is for us as people and how much he wants to have a relationship with us. So I just wanted to kind of share that. So I don't know who needs to hear that.
He probably says, TikTok, I don't stop. No, but talking about the loss of a kid, though, imagine, I wonder, I know how I would react if I had someone coming after my kids. It would not be pretty.
Sure.
I wonder if that's how God reacted when he saw his son down the cross. I mean, he split the Holy of Holies. He split the curtain. He split the clouds.
And,
I mean, I wonder if that was his reaction to that pain.
Yeah.
So I don't know, just a different spin on that. But no, I appreciate you sharing that because we've kind of kept in touch about this kind of subject and this thought experiment. Yeah. And I'm an overreactor. So I have a tendency to bring a tank to when you need a butter knife. So, when God kind of shows up, it's kind of cool. It's a cool piece that you feel that you can't explain it, and you may not want that piece or that answer at the time, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So, thank you for sharing.
Yeah, no problem. The other thing I wanted to point out is I have got some of the best friends in the world, namely you, Mojo. I want to say thank you for this weekend. I was bringing all the kids in to church, and for some reason, I don't even know what the reason is. We're having a series on the plastic donuts. I don't even know what the connection is to that, but
did you watch the first week? Were you here?
No, I wasn't here the first week because I was going to pick up my mother.
It's on YouTube. You should.
I should probably go back.
It really helps connect the dots.
And I know I got to go back, and I've got some homework.
Okay.
I'm sorry?
I did the live stream, so I know.
Okay, all right. So that's good. I'm there by myself. My wife's already at the church because she's got some work and stuff. She's working with the youth. She has to do some of that and get there early. So I pull up, and I've got I got the two foster kids, and then my big brother's big sister's little brother. So all of us are coming into the church, and it's packed. And one thing that I have noticed in the past 2 weeks is there's donuts everywhere. And I walk into the lobby, and this man that's across the way is, and I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think you are trying to eat every single donut.
I was looking out for you.
Because you were looking out for me. You didn't want me to be tempted by the donut. I look at it and I see Mojo, look at the donut.
Like three stacked on top of each other.
He looked at me.
I was like Kobayashi over there. I was dipping in water and everything.
He looked at me, looked back at the donut, realized, oh, wait, and then stuffed the entire donut into his mouth and then tried to act like he wasn't eating it. I'm like, that's my man.
You don't see nothing.
There's no evidence yet.
There's nothing there.
It's nice to be recognized for those small victories like that. So
I mean, you do a fantastic job.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
I'd jump out in front of a bus for you.
I know you would. And you would eat 4 dozen donuts.
I would get diabetes next Sunday.
Thanks, Wilford Brimley.
Yeah. Just to make sure.
So have you done at the grocery store on the weekend with the Girl Scouts, peddling their garbage to everybody?
I don't want to sound chauvinist, but the wife does the grocery shopping. Or I just go to Walmart, I lift up the trunk, and then they put it in, and I would drive away.
Okay. Every time I go just to pick something up because I forget stuff all the time.
Yeah.
There's always someone out there with the little boxes and the.
Yeah. Well, we discussed this pre-show, and you weren't here, Mojo. Is the wife is going away this weekend, and I've got the whole place to myself. In my head, I'm like, do I have enough stuff to make brownies? Because brownies are owning me right now.
But the brownies with the crispy edges, the corner pieces.
Oh, wait. You do crispy edges?
Mm-hmm.
Producer Brian?
I don't really care for brownies. I mean, I'll eat them, but they're not I think I'm going to leave them.
Magic Man, what are you giving me? You like the crispy edges? See, so you don't like the edges. You want the smack dab middle.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's something for everybody. You
See,
know?
yeah. No, I hate the edges.
I could go either direction.
I hate them.
I like the crispy edges if they're warm still.
Maybe.
You know, if they're cold, nah, you know. But put a scoop of vanilla ice cream on there.
It don't matter.
Or
It don't
vanilla
matter.
icing.
Oh, man. Now I got to go get ice cream.
Man. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah, appreciate it. We're going to head out. A couple of things that I wanted to follow up on. Do you guys remember a couple of weeks ago? I mean, it was several weeks ago that I ordered these Ninja pillows.
Mm-hmm. They finally come in?
Here's the update.
Don't go ninja, nobody don't need ninja.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. They still have yet to respond to an email.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, hey, where's my order? We don't know.
So you basically
they're,
got scammed.
they're
You got
ninja
scammed.
pillows, so they'll just show up in the middle of the night.
Probably.
You'll wake up and they'll be like under your head.
Probably.
Secret assassins.
Yeah.
They'll just kill me in the middle of the night. No, now I can't have pillows that can kill me in the middle of the night now. So I just thought I'd give you guys an update that I still haven't heard anything from them.
Basically, if you're looking for a ninja pillow, I would not order them.
Right. Don't get them off Facebook. I
Get
know
the
that
samurai pillows. They're way more honorable,
much.
right?
Sure, I bet they are.
Mm.
If you're in the market for a high-quality cigar for a very reasonable price, you must check out our friends at Watchman Cigars. Watchman Cigars is a family-owned business that puts the customer first with the best customer service in the business. Watchman Cigars offers the Habano for a full, spicy flavor, the Connecticut for a mild, easy-to-smoke option, and the Maduro for a strong, powerful experience. They even do specialty blends and partner with you to provide a custom, exclusive line just for you. Watchman Cigars has all your cigar needs. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Watchman Cigars 1991, or check out his new website at watchmancigars.com or the sponsor section of our website. Did you guys watch the XFL this past weekend? Did I not?
I caught a few minutes of it.
Yeah, I saw about 10 minutes. Maybe I might have watched half an hour of two different games combined.
Yeah.
Eh.
What do you guys think?
It's too soon to tell.
Too soon?
I think I would like to see another league flourish.
Mhm.
I mean, because it seems like a lot of people enjoy the game of football, especially if there's different rules. I understand there's several different rules to help.
There's some different changes.
expedite
the
the game.
scoring's different. You have 9-point swings.
Yeah.
I did read up the rule. Of course, I read the rules
Yeah.
before I watched
Yeah,
with that guy.
Be cool if we could get like American football with Gaelic football, because that's pretty cool. You have to look at it, but
I like rugby. Rugby's intense, man.
Yeah, no pads.
Yeah.
No concussion protocol there.
Couldn't do
about
that. America couldn't handle that, I think.
No, you're right.
No.
No.
I'd like to give it time. I'd like to see how it works out. And if anyone can pull it off, I mean, Vince McMahon.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he tried it before.
Yeah, but I think they did it too big, too quick, too soon.
Yeah.
You've had like the World League. Remember that, the World Football League?
Well, there was two football leagues that were supposed to start up this year.
Oh,
One of them did, and it failed. Right?
I didn't even see any publicity for it. I knew it was happening, but they never played a game, right?
Yeah, because they played games.
Did they win?
Yeah, they got through half the
Did
season.
they try to compete with the NFL?
Yeah.
Oh, it was during the.
I think no, but I think they were competing more with college, because I think they were Saturday games. Yeah, I think.
Oh.
You're not going to do that.
That's the wrong play.
Yeah.
The XFL is doing it right.
Yeah.
Like
Off-season.
the week after football, like right before when you're jonesing for, I can't watch football.
There's actually a third league coming up. I can't remember if it's going to start this year or next year. I think it's like 6 or 8 teams total, and it's a social justice league. I'm dead serious. You have to look this up.
What?
Yeah, it's like a social justice league. I think was it Richard black entrepreneur Richard, not Simmons. That's the wrong one.
Not black.
Yeah, and he's definitely not. But yeah, to think of it, he's like made several big investments. Like he actually has a credit card. He's a record producer. But anyway,
I think you're not
Bill Simmons.
Russell
Simmons.
Simmons.
There you go.
Okay.
Thank you.
But
Magic Man.
they're trying to start I'm pretty sure another football league that's going to be like, hey, if you want to kneel, you kneel. If you want to protest, you protest.
So is it like global warming versus gender inequality? Is that social
it could
justice?
be. It could be. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess you pick your poison that week and play against it. I guess I don't know. It just sounded ridiculous to me.
Oh,
but
man.
you know, I guess when the people got so much money and hubris, and they think they can self-start these things and they pan out or whatever.
Yeah, well,
Oh
like the
my
XFL
gosh.
thing, the game I was watching, they had like a penalty or something that had like a scoring review, and they spent like 10 minutes.
Oh no.
Just over the shoulder of the official, like going, well, it's kind of close, but I don't know. Like,
But you can
basically
hear
said,
them.
He basically go, yeah, you can see what he's seeing. He's talking the whole time. You can hear the ref
Yeah.
in the mic also. They're having a discussion, and you can hear the official going, well, I can't tell. Just give it to him.
Well, it doesn't help the fact that they got all their refs from Foot Locker because they already had the jerseys.
Yeah.
So there's that.
I think give it enough time, enough money.
Mhm.
I think it'll be all right.
What I do love is our friend Sketch, the Jay from Houston. He went to the Houston game,
Okay.
and he was showing like the access to the XFL is insane. Before the game, you could go down on the field, hang out with the players.
Yeah, the people looked really into it on TV.
Yeah, like they were really connected to the access that is unprecedented with the NFL.
My question is, like, how do you pick a team to follow?
Well, there's
Like,
only 9 of them.
There's
right?
8 of them.
8.
There's 8 teams.
Supposedly, St. Louis has the largest fan base.
Well, because they don't have a football team anymore.
Yeah.
But I was looking at the teams. There's one in Dallas. I can't pull for anything in Dallas.
Right.
There's one in New York. I'm not
There's
pulling for anything
nothing
in
on this
New
side.
York. There's Washington D.C. would be the closest.
Mm-hmm.
I think the name may have a lame name or something. There's a L.A. team.
Tax collector.
There's a Seattle
DC
team. I can't pull for a Seattle team.
No.
Florida, Tampa's got one. I'm neutral on Tampa, but they've got the lime green uniform, which kind of, I'm not wearing a lime green hat.
No.
You know,
No.
I'm left in the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're all weird looking.
I'm an
things.
XFL orphan or something. You know,
Like
the
the-
names are
Dragons.
Well, I mean, you remember it was the World League. They had like the Frankfurt Galaxy. I thought that was probably one of the coolest uniforms they had.
yeah.
They had a few other ones too that were pretty neat. But
There's a soccer team in the Galaxy, LA, right?
yeah,
Maybe.
yeah, I think so.
I don't know, not a soccer guy either.
But no, I think with enough time, enough, money, I think it'll be all right. The most interesting thing was, I guess the XFL actually reached out to Kaepernick, and I guess his salary demands.
Yeah, they can't pay him right now.
Yeah.
They need a little more ad revenue before they can afford.
Yeah, I don't think it's coming anytime soon. He'll be in retirement.
He's not good. He doesn't want to play.
So
If he wanted to play football,
He'd play football.
he'd play football.
He don't want to play
He
football.
could, the NFL's not going to let him, but at this point, he had to wait way too far to prove himself,
No,
but it's
nobody
the
wants that.
XFL. I mean,
Yeah.
so it's the Dallas Renegades, Houston Roughnecks, the LA Wildcats, Seattle Dragons.
Why does Texas get 2 teams off the bat?
Oh, that's a good point.
That's my question.
DC Defenders, New York Guardians, St. Louis Battlehawks, and Tampa Bay Vipers. And then you've got practice squad Team 9.
Oh, there's a practice squad?
There's a practice squad.
Or if the Tampa Bay's like the Globo Gym Vipers.
If you had to come up with a mascot, what would you pick? Do you guys know?
Honey Badger.
Oh, the honey badger. That's a good one.
That's a good question.
Because like most of them are all redone. They're just like, oh, blah blah.
I think it
You know.
depends. I think like the Charlotte Hornets.
Mhm.
Like at first I was like, oh man, this is a horrible name. But then you find out the reason why we're named the Hornets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool meaning behind the
It
name.
makes more sense than the Carolina Panthers.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Keep pounding.
Wow.
Yeah.
One animal that I think needs a better PR guy for a mascot would be the rhino.
Oh, yeah.
Like, why is
Yeah.
that not a thing?
There you go.
And
Yeah.
then, but like a pack of rhinos is called a thunder, and they can run onto the field with thunderstruck.
Oh, I like this. You've actually spent some time thinking about this.
I've thought about what would be a better mascot than like the, that little Georgia Tech like little bee thing. I'm like,
So how much does it cost to get an XFL team? Maybe we can do like a
I don't know.
Kickstarter.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
SFP
It'd be the Rhinos.
Rhinos.
SFP Rhinos.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. I'm about it. There we go.
Yeah. All right. Who wants to set that up? Go ahead and do it.
All right, Magic Man, prove your worth. So tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Do we have any Valentine's Day plans?
Yeah, I'll be driving back from Cincinnati.
All right, check.
That's tomorrow?
Okay. My wife is leaving me for the weekend, so there we go.
Well,
Magic Man, any
Making dinner for the wife.
Whoa!
Oh.
Yeah.
Making dinner
Actually,
for the
I do have
wife.
plans with my kids. We're going to all cook dinner together.
TikTok,
So-
and don't stop.
I have a feeling that's going to be the show title. Also, wanted to point out that Charlotte has been voted the top 10 places
To get
in-
shot. No.
in the world to live.
Oh, wow.
In the world, not just the U.S.
Have these people been to the rest of the world? That's my
It's a
question.
small pool of people that live at Rowan and Iredell County in North Carolina.
Charlotte just ranked among the top 10 cities in the world.
I got to hear the top. I got to hear the other 9.
And I'll bring it to you.
All right.
In the world, it has to be one of the best possible measures for the quality of life. Ranking was input by Numero, the world's largest database of statistics and data about countries and cities around the world. It was ranked 9th. So here's number 1. And also here it is like you get a quality of life with, and it's measured by the Purchasing Power Index, the Safety Index, the Healthcare Index, cost of living, property price to income ratio, traffic commute time, pollution, and climate index.
So they're probably going off of a 2012 report.
Probably.
for
Probably.
statistics.
So number 1, Canterbury, Australia.
Is
Is that still there?
I was about to say.
Oh, that's a
the
good
same
point.
thing.
Again, this is 2012 based.
Okay.
Elladale, I don't know, Australia.
That's 2 in Australia.
Yeah.
Is that still there?
I don't know. Here, number 3, Raleigh, North Carolina.
What? All right, this list is false.
Is this from BuzzFeed?
No, it is. This is from charlottestories.com, but they got it from somebody else.
Oh.
Number
I need to text
4,
that guy.
Wellington, New Zealand.
Hmm.
That's I had a crush in high school from a girl from New Zealand.
Really?
Mm.
That's
There's
still,
some, there's some,
cool
there's some
accent.
cuties there.
yeah. Hey, buddy.
Kiwi.
Anyway, number 5, Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah, this list.
This is not.
Yeah.
Number 6, Zurich, Switzerland.
Okay, I can see that.
Sure.
This is a weird one. Number 7, Madison, Wisconsin. Number 8, Brisbane, Australia. So
Australia's
coming,
rocking it out.
coming in hot. And number 9, of course, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Probably probably reason why all the Australian places up there, they probably have like Outback Steakhouses on every corner,
For free.
like Walgreens.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably on every corner.
Guys, I went to a Outback the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I ordered a salmon
Mhm.
with a side of shrimp.
Mhm.
You don't want to know how much the side of shrimp cost me?
$8.
$6.25. You might want to know how many shrimp that was?
6.
4.
Nice.
But were they on the bread?
No,
Oh.
they were just on the
Stick.
skewer.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Mhm.
I think some of their stuff has become highly overpriced.
You think?
Yeah.
Now I was eyeing that bloomin' onion like a champ.
So yeah, that 1 through 9 was what number 10, like Islamabad, Pakistan. Is that?
Oh wow. Well, you want number 10?
I want number 10 because
All
I'm happy for our home area here, but come on, Raleigh, really
Number 10, Austin, Texas.
keeping it weird.
Do you want me to go through the rest of them, all 20?
Oh yeah, out of curiosity.
Sure. Eindhoven, Netherlands. Number
Okay.
12, San Diego.
Nice.
13, The Hague, Netherlands. That sounds awful, doesn't it? Number 14, Richmond, Virginia. 15, Victoria, Canada. 16, Ottawa, Canada. Canada's coming up from behind. 17, Copenhagen, Denmark. 18, Kansas City, Missouri. This one I have a problem with. 19, Seattle, Washington. And 20, yet again, Perth, Australia. And they are loving them some Aussies. Oi, oi, oi.
I don't know how they.
This is all based on stupid math. There's no like human
But say
Right.
Seattle
consideration here.
Seattle has gotten so expensive though. Like just the home situation there.
Sure. Yeah.
Plus the governor is a complete moron of the state. I mean,
The mayor's education and common sense is not a factor.
okay.
That's probably
Well,
Yeah, just it's stuff like this is why we have so many people moving here. Right.
Yeah, that's probably
stop writing these articles. Leave Charlotte off the list.
Leave us alone.
We're
just want
closed.
to be left alone.
We're closed.
All right. So, thoughts? You guys good with that?
Yep.
Moving on. All right. Let's go to some wacky news brought to you by 1812 Barbecue. If you need a caterer to give you some fantastic barbecue with some amazing sides, check out our friends at 1812 Barbecue. And listen, I would kill for some barbecue. Here is the headline. You guys talking about love coming up for Valentine's Day. Fed up with the modern dating app game, Mark Roof decided to pay, somebody look this up, £425. How much is that?
It's like $300.
Okay.
Right.
That'd be opposite.
Is it?
It'd be dollars. So that'd
Oh,
probably
you're
be
right. Their
$550.
stuff's worth more.
Be $550 or $600.
All right, $600.
Hey, Google.
For a huge sign advertising himself on a busy road. The 30-year-old from Sheffield is hopeful it'll prompt the perfect woman to swipe right in his life. He said, I've had more than 100 people get in touch. Unfortunately, half of them are men, but he's still very flattered. Mr. Rofe, who's been single for a year, said he bought the billboard as a way to stand out from the crowd. And, of course, like any good idea, it started off in the pub, which I would agree with that. He was talking to his mates, saying how he was struggling with the dating apps, and they said he should buy a billboard. They laughed, but then he's like, I'm going to go ahead and do it. So right now he is hopeful that he may have a Valentine this Valentine's Day.
It's $545, by the way.
$545.
Yeah, unless it's euros. Was it euros or was it pounds?
Pounds.
Okay.
I thought that was interesting. Would you, if you were single at this day and
Single
age,
and ready to mingle.
would you put up a billboard for that?
I don't think I'd do that.
No.
But I've wasted money on stupider things. So maybe.
I just thought that producer Brian, you brought that to us.
Yeah, some of the the funny what was where did it go? Some of the the quotes from the billboard were funny to me. One man, one billboard, one mission. Let's see. It had a facts and stats section. It said that he stated he was 6 foot tall, that his index finger measures 6.82 centimeters, and has kissed more than 3 girls. He works in marketing, so.
Oh, that's probably it.
Yeah. It made me laugh when I
Yeah.
saw it originally. His biography says he is extremely handsome and modest,
Okay.
and invites
Humble.
applications from anyone interested in going on a date. Yeah.
He should have probably made that opposite gender specific.
What word did you just say after he said that he's handsome and modest?
Humble.
You said
Humble.
humble. I thought for a
Or
minute.
humble.
Yeah,
Both.
Kid-
He's British, so you leave the H's off.
but I've heard people here in the South say humble instead of humble.
Yeah. Well,
All right, I'm just making sure
That's
we're on
just
the same
part
page.
of that
'Cause we were about-
slang.
that's like the whole cool whip or cool.
Yeah, we were about to not be friends anymore. Okay. Speaking of love, people are Googling some interesting topics about their relationships.
Uh-oh.
And guys, stereotypes are true for a reason. Salt Lake City Utahns want to know how to kiss. New Mexicans want to know what to do on a date. And Virginians just want to know how to get a date.
Just to be, you said new, N-E-U, Mexicans and not you Mexicans, right?
New Mexicans.
Okay, just clarifying.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes. People that are recently Mexican. So people, CenturyLink did some research to find what are the most Googled things about relationships in different states.
If they have Raleigh, North Carolina in their top 3, we're leaving.
But each state has the most Googled relationship question. So, for example, Alabama, does she like me? Okay,
That's simple.
I'll go ahead and give you some of the Souths. Florida, when to text back. Georgia says how to get dates. Kentucky, which, hey buddy, I'm with you. What do women want? That's that's a question that still plagues us men.
I need to Google this while we're.
Yeah.
What's the answer?
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Louisiana, how to get dates. Missouri, am I in love? North Carolina, how to get dates. South Carolina, when to say I love you. That's a good one. Tennessee says when to text back. And Virginia also how to get dates.
Hey, Siri, what do women want?
Here's what I found.
I just Googled this.
Okay.
Top result outside of some videos is 19 secrets women wish you knew. Guess the website.
Oh, I'm not allowed to say that. Vanity Fair.
WebMD.
Oh! Okay. All right. Can you give us?
Let me
Can you give us some?
let me roll through here, see what we got.
Yeah. Make sure they're good.
Oh, okay. Here's a picture of the guy with the puppy. So we're on a good start already. A caring guy is a hot guy. What do women want? For those who've ever pondered this question, here are 19 relationship secrets based on blah, 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 blah. Okay. Chivalry still has a place.
All right. Good.
I'm not going to read all this out loud. Dress to impress, obviously.
I'm in trouble.
Guy wears red, guy gets girl.
Huh. I need to wear more
It
red.
says, okay, this tip doesn't come from women, but from clever testing by psychologists.
Ooh.
It's science. Okay.
Science. Like
Makes
it.
you sound more powerful and attractive. Well.
By the way, if I show up on church with some red on, you
Yeah,
know what's up.
and don't hide your flaws.
Check.
Use big words like ethereal.
Ooh. I don't even know what
Don't
that means.
try to fix her world.
That's a problem.
That means like don't fix like the garage door, right?
You're right.
Just let it go. All right.
That means not even taking in the groceries. I'm not here to fix your world.
Nodding is not enough. So listening is important, but apparently you have to talk back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys are failing this thing.
Date number 3 is not a bedroom key.
Oh.
Yeah, I agree.
There's some
No, I
urban
agree
legend
with that.
about, yeah.
So there
Yeah. Go ahead.
is that a rule? Like
I think it's an urban, like, it's a
urban-
pop culture kind of thing, you know.
3 dates.
3,
and you're in.
that's the magic number, I guess.
Huh.
You know,
Hello time.
apparently not. Yeah. So
Guess
there's
not.
there's
All right.
11 more, but
Well, how about
I'll read it yourself.
Yeah. So I thought it was interesting on the relationship questions that get Googled per state. The 1812 barbecue story started over 20 years ago when Eric and his dad started entering local barbecue competitions for fun. During that time, Eric, a United States Marine, has traveled all over the world picking up flavors and techniques that today is the unique flavor of the award-winning 1812 barbecue. He has honed his craft to bring you fall-off-the-bone pulled pork, mouth-watering ribs, and finely crafted beef brisket. Eric has developed his own amazing dry rub and delicious barbecue sauce. And let's not forget the sides: coleslaw, smoked Gouda mac and cheese, cowboy baked beans, and to top it all off, banana pudding and pecan pie for dessert. Getting hungry yet? Good. Call or email Eric at 1812 Barbecue, and he can make your next catered meal happen. Wedding and graduation parties, family reunions, and other events will be memorable with 1812 Barbecue. Want to try your own hand at smoking meats? Pick up your own 1812 dry rub and start the journey for yourself. Shipping all over the world, connect with Eric on his Facebook page, Instagram at 1812 Barbecue, or call 704-604-5148, or email Eric at eric.line@1812barbecue.com, and he'll be glad to help any way he can. All right, so this is the last one I can use. Guys, did you guys watch any of the Oscars this past week?
No.
No.
Nope, nobody. I didn't either. But I did come across this article. Actually, my wife came across this article, which I thought was interesting. For nearly 2 decades, a marketing company, quote, Distinctive Assets, have put together Everyone Wins nominee gift bags. The gift bag includes over 70 experiences, from products from false eyelashes to a 12-day cruise. The gift bag is valued at $78,000. The bags are delivered to nominees of the Best Actor, Actress, Best Supporting Actor, Actress, and Best Director categories. If they don't take home the award, they at least have plenty of swag.
Sorry, I'm reading the list.
Guys, and we'll have this article on our links, but y'all, there's a lot of things here First off, a Sonoma Smart Fit bra.
For best actor.
Hey, we can't judge now.
What does that even mean? I have no idea.
I'm not Googling that.
No, I'm not either.
Hey, Siri.
There's a 12.
Separates.
No. Yeah, all right. So that I figured out why we don't give him a mic. A 12-day cruise with scenic luxury cruises. I'm okay with that. I think that'd be okay. A stained glass portrait from John Tommen.
Okay.
A CBD barkeep simple syrup.
Some absinthe on here. You see that?
Oh yeah, there is. I'd probably take that. Curly Girly book series. Have you guys you have daughters?
I've never heard of that.
Curly Girly. 2 tickets to Daybreaker, a 1-year membership to Drawing Down the Moon matchmaking service, the Exploding Kittens game. Have you guys played that?
So many. No, I've been wanting to play something like that.
It's a great game, by the way. Hollow Tips vape pen, a Hotsy Totsy bath bomb, a Jonah Howard home alpaca throw.
See the Muse personal meditation headband?
Oh, yeah, I see it. I got you now. Old Spice Ultra Smooth, and a 1-year supply of Oxygenation Foundation. Oh, and Petridge Farm dark chocolate Milano cookies.
I wonder if Joaquin Phoenix got a bunch of milk and cheese in his basket.
I see what you did there. Guys, I think I'm going to try to contact this group and see if we can
3D wellness retreat in Malibu.
That's drug and detox.
Get it free.
I think I'm going to call this distinctive assets and see if we can give like some SFP stickers or something like that. Maybe a SFP
Can we
shirt.
just get one of the bags? Get the extras?
$78,000 of just, it looks like junk for the most part.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought that was
It's
interesting.
celebrity junk.
Celebrity junk.
I wouldn't want any of this stuff. I
No.
don't think.
Blush
Let
and
me double check.
Whimsy necklace.
Oh, there's some simple, CBD simple certain things, I think.
Bliss
bar
Light
mixer.
Galaxy Projector. Does anybody want that? Personal training sessions with celebrity trainer Alexis. Can't even say the last name.
Colossi's Oral Care.
That sounds gross. Fast Bar Premium Nut
Who
Bar.
is Dr. Konstantin Vasyukevich?
Careful?
Is that
It's family
plastic
show.
surgeon?
This is like Russian
You
collusion.
get $25,000 gift card basically to see what I bet is a plastic surgeon.
Oh yeah, that's it.
I am going to Google this guy.
Yeah.
Probably Nancy Pelosi's personal surgeon.
Some macaroon. I mean, look, listen. You got nominated for Best Actor, and all you get was a bag of macaroons.
Facial artistry, MD.
Ooh, artistry. I like it.
Surgeon to the stars.
Producer Brian, do you have any SFP headlines you want to talk about?
Let me read over last week's because this week didn't happen. Let's see. Up now. Episode number 15, Attack Squirrel.
That's
Indonesia offers reward for plucking a tire off a giant crocodile's neck.
mm-hmm.
The Wienermobile gets grilled by the police. Yep. Avocado crime soars ahead of the American Super Bowl. Florida troopers find narcotics in a bag labeled bag full of drugs. A man's accused of keeping a attack squirrel and has a day in court there. And for Valentine's Day, the San Antonio Zoo will name a cockroach after your ex and feed it to animals.
Y'all.
Yeah, for like $5 or something.
$5 or $10.
Yeah, or you can get a mouse.
Mm-hmm. The
for the
mouse is
snake
$10.
bit, yeah.
All right, so let's go into some hot topics brought to you by Hook, Line, and Heroes, 501c3, providing amazing experiences for our vets on the water, providing them with fishing poles, and introducing them to a relationship with God. Check out our friends at Hook, Line, and Heroes. This headline, producer Brian also threw our way. Police owe nothing to a man whose home they blew up. The appeals court says an armed shoplifting suspect in Colorado barricaded himself in a stranger's Denver home in June 2015. In an attempt to force the suspect out, law enforcement blew up the walls with explosives, fired tear gas, and drove a military-style armored vehicle through the property's door. After an hour-long siege, the home was left shredded, walls blown out, and windows destroyed. Parts of the interior wood framing was exposed amid a mountain of debris. A federal appeals court in Denver ruled this week the homeowner, who had no connection to the suspect, is not entitled to be compensated because the police were acting to preserve the safety of the public. As they go through the article, it turns out the man stole 2 belts and a shirt from Walmart. I think they're coming in a little hot after that.
Didn't see that part.
they left the store and he ran to this house, barricaded himself in, and then the police decided, hey, we're gonna ratchet this thing up a bit and destroy the home. The lawsuit came to fruition and said that they will not owe him anything. Thoughts?
You really want mine? I think
is this going to end up in a throat punch? Because this is not
not for us.
Okay, all right.
But I think we're starting to see this happen a lot more. And this is not first time it's happened. You know, in Georgia, we had a no-knock warrant raid, where they actually threw in a frag grenade and actually into a baby's crib, ended up being in the wrong house.
Oh, no.
Physically injured the baby and probably traumatized the kid for the rest of his life.
Sure.
They had to have, facial surgery and things like that due to some of the shrapnel and stuff like that from this frag grenade. Yeah. And it, like I said, it ended up being a wrong house.
Wrong one.
We've seen it several times with property damage with cops. And, this kind of goes back to when Ronald Reagan actually we started demilitarizing some of the military equipment to actually get to our local officers to actually do this quote unquote war on drugs and et cetera, et cetera. So, they're going to use it, but like you said, the crime really fit what these guys did.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. I mean, you can't tell me there's a cop out there that would, if they really take their job serious as far as to serve and protect, that they could say, you know what? Yeah, that justified the guy. Guy stole $16 worth of crap from Walmart, and we need to go in and tear a house up and not compensate him. You can't tell me that there's a cop out there saying, "Oh yeah, we feared for our safety."
Yeah. Well, they said that the house that destroyed, he was suing for $400,000.
Well, these pictures are. It looks like a hurricane happened inside the house.
Yeah.
Or they made like a Michael Bay movie in the house. You can't live in there.
No, not at all. One thing I did you scroll all the way down and see what his new house looks like, by the way? He tore the whole thing down.
Sure.
And then rebuilt it, saying that he couldn't live there.
This is Florida, right?
Yeah, this is Florida.
It looks like a Florida house.
but like that went into, hey, buddy, that's a really nice looking house there. But so he's suing for $400,000 plus $28,000 for his lawyer fees. The city said we'll give you $5,000 total.
Yeah. What county was this? Please tell me Broward.
Oh, sorry, Colorado.
Oh, Colorado.
Colorado. Really?
Greenwood Village, Colorado. I apologize.
Yeah, I thought this was Florida too.
We'll fact check next week.
I don't like this type of policing.
It's near Denver. Yeah.
I just think it's detrimental to the community. I think it goes against the principles of actually what police are supposed to, what tax dollars go to this. I just don't find it productive. That'd be like bringing a fire truck out every time you have a small fire and just going, hey, I tell you what our protocol is. We're going to just go ahead and dump 700,000 gallons of water on your house. But I just have
if you're outside smoking.
I have a small stove fire, and it's self-contained. It don't matter. Our protocol is to neutralize the threat.
Right. Yeah, the city was saying that basically they're trying to keep the public safe because he was an armed suspect, so they'll do whatever it takes to get it.
He was armed, but he stole 2 cheap-ass belts from Walmart,
right.
and he's armed. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
what are you going to do?
Yeah.
That's $16 worth of stuff.
I tell you what, the justification sometimes for, and I don't want to sound like, look, I respect cops. I do.
Sure.
We have several go to church with us. I respect what they do because what they do, not a lot of us can do. Just like firefighters, when everyone's running out, they're running in.
Not everybody can own an XFL team.
Exactly. But I do respect that. But I think sometimes we give them too much justification just because they carry a badge and they carry a gun, and we think that they have the high moral authority and ground. That's not necessarily the case.
Sure.
And this is exactly a shining example of why, of corruption and abuse.
Yeah.
Not saying all cops are. I'm just saying this particular incident, just like the one I mentioned with the no-knock warrant raid and it injured a child for life. These are, this is abuse of power.
You're not playing cops like you're actually doing. You potentially could be doing years of or a lifetime of damage.
Well, we're creating war zones.
Yeah,
this is we're using this equipment that's been demilitarized from Afghanistan or Iraq or previous incursions in other war zones, and all of a sudden we're bringing them back to the city streets and actually creating a new war zone. I mean, the look on that building, that looked like something you would have in Afghanistan after we go in and basically clean house.
100%.
So, devil's advocate, this is just a counter. This isn't what I think, but I think what the city here may think that if they start compensating people for damage caused by the police, it opens up this whole new can of worms for everything,
And that should be.
Yeah.
I mean, I think as a taxpayer, when I make a stupid decision to not, to either claim too many independence or do something, I'm going to hide something, I'm going to have to pay for that. If I don't cut my grass and I'm in the area where they have grass laws in the city, I have to pay for that. This is, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I think the city should be held liable for that. I mean, because these are city employees.
Sure.
That, and I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm just from the other. That's the way. That's probably their frame of mind.
Yeah,
on one side of this, we can't pay for any of this because they want to pay for everything.
Yeah. But the dangerous precedent they're setting is that, especially law enforcement, do what the hell you want to do. We got your back. That's the dangerous precedent. I mean, what's going to happen? A little girl opens up a lemonade stand without a permit. They're going to go out there and bomb the street. I mean,
call SWAT.
Yeah, call SWAT. They're going to go out there and frag grenade, and they're going to have one of our Blackhawks come over and do a sweep or something of the street. It just don't make sense.
Hook, Line, and Heroes is a 501c3 nonprofit based in Charlotte, North Carolina, founded in 2017 to show God's love and appreciation for our disabled and PTS military veterans. They provide professionally guided fishing trips to nominated veterans at no cost to the veteran. Hook, Line, and Heroes has provided over 30-plus trips around the Carolinas since their founding, from red fishing down in Charleston to striper fishing on Lake Norman, and even offshore fishing down in Florida. Each trip is a one-on-one experience with a member of the organization, aiming to provide a day of fun and relaxation on the water and begin a lifelong relationship with them. Each veteran leaves the day with a fully stocked tackle box, rod and reel, apparel, a Bible, and a daily devotion to kickstart their new hobby and build their relationship with God. Please take the time to visit their website at hooklineandheroes.org to hear and learn more about them. You can help in many ways by nominating a veteran through their website, join their monthly giving program, Healing Heroes, or send a one-time personal or corporate donation. You'll also be happy to hear that they are completely volunteer-run, and nearly 100% of your donations goes directly towards providing trips for the veterans. Be sure to follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn to see their veteran stories and to show your support. Well, I just thought that was an interesting thing. Let's maybe we can talk about Trump, the impeachment.
I'm very proud of myself.
You can't always get what you want.
Incredible. Really amazing. Don't be stupid.
But if you try something, well, you might find.
Deal or no
You
deal?
get what you need.
I don't wear a toupee. It's my hair.
So the impeachment update, Trump has said basically the Democrats are just horrible people. They're corrupt. And the horrible fake news is also corrupt. When he was asked, what did you learn about this impeachment? And now he's just walking away. No problem. Guys, what do you think about the impeachment? Thoughts?
I'm just ready for the next one to start. It's like season 3 of impeachment. Season to start.
Yeah, I don't know what the point.
Netflix of it,
like, what was did anyone think that it was going to happen? Did anyone, like, outside of that room? on the left side of that
Well,
aisle. You know?
I think here's my 2 cents on it. I think you're setting a dangerous precedent with hearsay because you have people that are saying they overheard conversations from other people, and all of a sudden you're creating indictments. I think if you take something that loose and try to apply it, I think you set a dangerous precedent for the next time. When you have another president from a different party, you just set a dangerous precedent. We're going to all of a sudden be in a constant cycle of, after elections, you're going to have a series of indictments because the other opposing party and the other 50 or 49% of America that didn't vote for that person is going to be upset. They got to roll it out for their constituents.
I heard, I don't know, but there's hearsay that Epstein said that he didn't kill himself.
I heard, yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah, I think for me, just from the most disappointing thing, and we knew it was going to happen, is everyone just stuck to their party line.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
like
most
that's
of
not the point of Congress to just agree with the president or just back the president. It's checks and balances. They're supposed to be holding him accountable. Maybe not up to impeachment, but just the fact that they all just stuck to their
I think that
stayed in their lane.
Oh, they always will. But the problem is they don't want to be held accountable for their actions. Also, they started out as quid pro quo. This for that, and they do that all the time.
All the time.
You drive through West Virginia, there ain't a road that's not named after Robert Byrd, and I guarantee he got money because he did tit for tat.
Yeah,
there's bridges built to nowhere for states and stuff like that where senators bring back cash for their constituents to create jobs or create opportunity or something like that. I guarantee they didn't get that money off just of a hope and a prayer. I mean, they got it due to promises. And, if you scratch mine, I'll scratch yours. So in fact, I think the telltale of it was when Pelosi was holding up the articles of impeachment and not creating to the Senate, she was asking for certain court rules and Senate rules, or she wasn't going to bring it over. That's a quid pro quo. I'm not going to bring this up until you give me exactly what I want.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. At what point do we become like 8-year-olds?
At what point will humanity rise above to where we can actually, let's self-govern. We don't have to have these idiots, and I mean them all, these idiots that we have to give some monica, we have to say, I tell you what, we're going to release my own personal rights to you to give back to me and tell me what I can and cannot do.
Yeah.
If we want to truly evolve to the next level of humanity, let's get rid of these jokers. Let's self-govern. Let's be self-responsible. Drop the safety nets. Make people work hard.
That scares me.
I mean, but it's that, we think we're so enlightened. That's the next true hump of enlightenment.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it looks like potentially Bernie's going to be the guy. He's getting all the news.
Who knows with that?
Does it even matter who gets it?
Well, I think Bernie is going to make a big difference.
I think.
Look, I think the best thing with the Democrat primaries right now, the best way you can describe it is an S show,
right?
A shift show,
right?
And a dumpster fire, all of a sudden collide together. I mean, it is between them not. Have they even figured out the Iowa caucuses yet, or is that still going on? I mean,
I think Buttigieg has got it.
Booty,
yeah, and then
Wolfman, is that what you call him?
Yeah.
Here's what I love. You now see this. You see this chime of the Democrat Party where they're like, we're going to try to do away with electoral college. You've heard that? We're going to by popular vote.
Yeah.
Then why the hell do they have delegates? Let the popular vote for the state rule, and don't worry about dishing out delegates.
Yeah.
Let's just say, I tell you what, Sanders had 36,000 votes and Booty had 35,000 votes. Guess what? He had 36,000 votes. He won that state. Or, do it off popular vote.
Right.
If that's what you want, you think the electoral college is so defunct and not right for today's times is what you hear, then do away with the delegates, and also do away with the super delegates, and do away with the super secret double dog delegates.
Yeah.
I mean, do away with all. Lead by example.
Yeah.
But they won't.
I think at some point this will come down. They just can't do the voting as the same night as they vote for American Idol, because then everybody's going to get confused.
Well, at least thank God we don't have the bill to call in the call line and vote up to 10 times. That would be crazy. Oh, jeez.
But at what point are we going to get to that? Because there will be, if you're talking about evolution, there will be either a phone line or an app or
The
something.
Facebook poll.
A Facebook poll. Like, there'll be something where it'll be
hot or not to like a
a bit tender profile. Just swipe right or
profile.
left. Yeah.
It's going to get to that point, and I think popular vote. I mean, we put electoral college in for a reason. Popular vote. I don't know. I just don't.
Popular vote will be determined by the largest cities in America,
Right?
And that never will work out for everyone else. That would never work out, and I think that's a horrible way to. The founding fathers realized why we needed the electoral college right off the jump because they saw this happening. So we got to keep it.
So if we're so evolved, why do we not get these simple principles that our founding fathers came up with over 200 years ago?
we try to convolute them. Just look, every other week we're arguing the Second Amendment. Oh, does it mean militia? Does it mean we have to have muskets? Does it mean we have to have muskets with a bayonet on it? Well, no. The Second Amendment is pretty damn explicit.
Right.
Thou shalt not infringe upon the right to bear arms. Doesn't say it was certain specific with a hunting license, this and that. Yeah. I shaved both of mine. But I think, we try to convolute it. I mean, how many people go to college every year and get a degree in constitutional law?
Joke, that's all. Slow burn.
But they specialize in constitutional law.
Yeah,
there shouldn't be people that specialize in constitutional law. I mean, it was written for us simpletons.
Yeah.
So I don't know. The whole
just frustrating.
2020 election is going to be either the best punchline. We're waiting for that slow burn punchline in November, or it's going to be like, I tell you what, I need to go and order my 30-day or 30-year freeze-dried supply of food. Because
I think it's you say that, but
there's no middle. There's no middle ground.
No middle.
It's either, I tell you what, we're going to be all right, or you might as well go ahead and get your iodine tablets because we're going into full nuclear meltdown.
Yeah,
we're going to be all jumping the fence to go to Mexico. So.
Would you rather go to Mexico or Canada?
Mexico, because Mexico has better beer, and then Canada is cold.
Well, yeah, cold.
Yeah.
I don't do cold.
Mexico's hot.
But Mexico is hot.
There's also
stay on the coast.
There's also some hot Hispanic ladies there too. So,
well, there's also some not hot Hispanic ladies there.
Oh, that's okay too. But I don't like the cold. I don't want to be shoveling snow in June. You get that late summer snow or whatever you get there in Canada. So,
all right. Well, that's going to sum up our show for the rest of the night.
TikTok, we do stuff again.
Mojo, go ahead and take us out.
Appreciate you guys tuning in. Please go to our Facebook page of Southern Fried Philosophy, or also our website at southernfriedphilosophy.com. Don't forget, if you're listening to this podcast and you have not subscribed, wherever you get your wherever you listen to your podcast, just go there, hit subscribe, give us a like, a rating, a review. We appreciate those. Also, if you haven't done it yet, sign up to be a registered donor. You don't need your organs if you kick the bucket. Also, you can be a living donor. There's people out there that need a little bit of liver. They need a kidney. Something else maybe you don't need. Some of you aren't even using your brains. Maybe you can donate that. That's teenagers, I should say.
And the DNC. Got it.
But also, if you haven't registered to vote yet, go ahead and do that. I know some primaries are kicking off in our areas too. So, just do that. Be a concerned citizen. Get out there and vote with your feet and hands versus just sitting at home and complaining about it behind your keyboard.
Yeah. Hey, we had a group on an earlier episode, and I can't remember which one it is, the Free Burma Rangers. Their movie is finally being released. Check it out at freeburmarangers.com. You can look to find where that movie is playing in your local theaters. I know here in the Concord area, it will be playing February 24th and 25th at the AMC Theater. So check that out. We're gonna try to check that out. So anyway, Free Burma Rangers. It looks like a fantastic, great story, great film. So we're excited about that. So guys, again, thank you as always. Keep looking up.
TikTok, you don't stop. To the TikTok, you don't stop. To the TikTok, you don't stop. To the TikTok, you don't